Original Arthur Menzies Seaside Daisy. Foot tall to about 2 feet wide. The flower, as you can see, is kind of a lavender with a yellow center. Absolutely gorgeous. Takes mostly sun. Needs hardly any watering. And it's really great if you want a low colorful ground cover. There's also Origeron Glaucus Bountiful and Origeron Glaucus Wayne Roderick that are also just as equally beautiful that you can use in your landscape. Iris Canyon Snow. 2 feet tall, 2 feet wide, clumping, mostly shade, white flowers in the spring, minimal water. So this particular variety is a white flower. There's this variety that's about a foot shorter, that's purplish flower, although the flower is not in bloom currently. Tend to bloom in the spring. These ones will have a mauvish, burgundy-ish flower. Again, all of them are about 2 by 2, give or take. Penstemon heterophyllus Margarita Bop Foothill Penstemon. 2 feet tall by 2 feet wide. Purple to bluish flowers. It just kind of depends on how the light hits it. Prefers full sun. Does not like shade. Whoa, sorry. This is great in mass. So if you plant masses of 3s or 5s. Salvia Cleveland, Autumn Sage. This one gets about 3 by 3. This particular variety has pink flowers. It does have a somewhat of a mild sage fragrance to it, and it is gorgeous if you want color in your landscape. And this blooms most of the year. It actually tends to bloom in spring, fall, summer. It will take shade, so full sun to mostly shade. Minimal water. Now what's nice with the autumn sages, there's this variety that, as you can see, has the pinkish flower. And then as we go this way, this one's called Annie, which is kind of a little, it's still another kind of pinkish, coralish sort of. There is this one, which is just white. And all of these autumn sages will get 3 by 3. The only difference between them is the flower color. So you can't go wrong with any of these. There's also this one. It's another kind of fuchsia reddish. There is also this one, which is a deeper red. Dark coral, if you will. And then finally, last but not least, there's kind of a salmon color here. This one's specifically called Wild Thing. But again, all of these autumn sages bloom most of the year with the exception of winter. They don't need much water, 3 feet by 3 feet. And you can mix and match your flower colors depending on what style and what choices you want. Endless options with the autumn sage. Salvia Clevelandii, Cleveland sage. 5 feet by 5 feet tall, full sun, minimal water, purple flowers in the spring and summer. What's really nice about this, besides the height factor, it is extremely beautifully fragrant. And you can cook with the leaf, much like however you would cook with sage. I don't normally cook with sage. You can cut off some of the leaves and bring it indoors and use it as air freshener. What I like to do with the leaves is I dry them. I put them into a sash and I stick them in the dryer instead of the dryer sheets. And my clothes and my linens come out smelling like sage.